Hi guys, it's Petrina, your go-to girl for learning how to make fit work in a crazy busy world. And today I've got a very special viewer Q&A edition. And it is a short and sweet question from my friend Jen, who asks, salty language alert, what the fuck do I do when I completely have fallen off the wagon? And this is a most excellent question for this time of year when we're totally overrun by barbecues and family gatherings and pool parties and fruity drinks and all that jazz. And first things first, when you fall off the wagon, get a pen and a paper, and I want you to write down every single excuse you've been telling yourself not to get back on it. We're talking the kind of things like, but so-and-so's having a party next week and I can't stay on track. Or wait, we're going on vacation next week, what's the point? Or any of the other excuses you're telling yourself, like, I'm too tired, it takes too much time, it's too much work, blah, 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 blah. I want you to write them all down and dismantle them, because chances are, if you've fallen off the wagon, you've been on the wagon, you know what it's like to stay on the wagon, and it's taking calling yourself out on the bullshit when it comes up. So write it down and call yourself out on that bullshit. Because you know what? No matter what time of year, maybe you'll be on vacation, there'll be parties, you'll feel like you don't have time. But I can guarantee you there's at least one person out there who has a lot less time than you do that is making time for their health and fitness. Why? Because they call themselves out on their bullshit. They recognize they spend a little bit too much time watching Netflix. They don't magically create more hours in the day. They just find the time to get fit done, and you can too. Number two, chances are if you've fallen off the wagon, you've got a ton of crap food in your house. Throw it out. I don't want you to think about the dollar signs or how much you paid for stuff. Just throw every bit of crap food out. Toss jalapeno sauce and vinegar and salt on top of your garbage so you're not tempted to slip back in and take a little bit of brownie or whatever you dropped in there. Capiche? When in doubt, throw it out. And then take another piece of pen and paper and make yourself a healthy whole food grocery list. March yourself out the door, go to the store and get yourself some good stuff. If you've been on that wagon before, you know what it takes to stay on track. And chances are it's not a bag of Doritos and a pint of ice cream. You can still have these things once in a while. It's all about balance. Balance is good. The third step is I want you to get out a megaphone and say, hey, is anybody out there off the wagon who wants to get back on with me? I am betting dollars for donuts if you do that, you're gonna find several people who maybe want to get back on the wagon. Form a little group together, hold each other accountable, send each other text messages, call each other, check in. If you don't have somebody in your circle to get on board with you, you can find somebody on message boards, Facebook groups. You can look for a fitness coach if you know what I'm saying. Support and accountability can be crucial in not only getting you back on that wagon, but keeping you on that wagon for most of the time. Again, it's okay to slip off every once in a while, just for a wee little bit. You're not gonna gain everything you lost back in a meal or a day. And number four is to just delve into yourself. Try to figure out what was it that got you off the wagon. Was it something like an emotional trigger? What happened? Is it stress? How can you go about preventing another relapse and getting off the wagon? You need to recognize what started it and hopefully address the cause and the heart of the issue in order to keep on track and stay nice and cozy in the wagon. If you don't address the core of the issue, you're just gonna keep slipping off that wagon again and again and again. And finally, tip number 5 involves getting a sweat on. If you want to not only get weight off, but keep it off, I think exercise is so crucial. So if part of the falling off the wagon for you was stopping activity, I'd say either dust off your favorite workout program, join a gym if gyms are what your thing is, if you like to actually go someplace and see a trainer, have equipment there for you, or potentially invest in another program. If you're like me and you have workout ADD, you get very bored easily, try something new. There's lots out there. And having said that, I'm going to give you another shameless plug to Beachbody On Demand. You can get a totally free 30-day trial. Click on the link that I put below, check it out. I'll also put a clickable link here in this video, in this card. Ding! It's right there for you. Go get it. If you're in the US, Canada, or the UK, you can get yourself hooked up. All the directions again are in that link, so check it out. So there you have it. There are my 5 best tips for getting your butt back on that wagon. As always, if you have any questions or you need a little extra support, you can feel free to shoot me an email over at coachpetrina@yahoo.com. I have a brand new website cooking, so keep your eyes peeled. I will announce it on the YouTube channel and Facebook and Instagram. So if you haven't followed me already, please do. You can find me at Coach Petrina on both there, and I'm also on Twitter. And that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Bye, guys.